There you go.
So you
Yeah,
thought
now
you
we're
recorded
recording.
like 5 minutes ago?
I know. I should have already started the recording a minute,
You
like
should
5
have
hours
started
ago.
like 10 minutes ago.
I know, because normally we
Stacy
just
just punched Thomas in the
Stacy.
face, so we didn't get it on the
Stacy.
video.
Yeah, you
What?
guys
Why
missed
did
it.
you just start?
I don't know. What did I start? What did I just start? Hey, welcome to the WKN podcast, where we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. And
Justin
till you
and I
make it,
know,
right?
but the rest of them don't. Yeah.
We don't
everybody
know.
already knows everybody, minus we got one new guy. Who's this guy that we got in here?
You're on me.
Who are you?
That's what you introduce yourself. We forgot to tell you that part.
Say,
All
say
right.
who you are.
Ben Benavides, aka AZ_JTR on Instagram. Yeah.
Nice.
Good to
All
be
right.
here.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Welcome, welcome.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
assuming-
our friend through Instagram, Facebook Messenger from out west that every time we see his post and stuff, it's like,
Be honest, it's the person we're all jealous of on this screen because we are not
It's true.
there.
It's fine.
1000%.
And why are we jealous, Stacy?
Because
Because he has a bob bed on his Gladiator.
You know what? You know what?
What?
The bob beds are fine, just not on our Gladiator. So it's
Oh,
You say that now. You say that
okay,
now.
yeah.
Because-
all right.
he's got to be able to carry our shit. So
I gotta carry everybody's stuff.
Well, what I will
for
say is that second level cargo rack that that my Gladiator has, you
Mhm.
actually end up gaining a lot of the room that you
Oh.
lost by bobbing the bed.
Would you look at that?
Yeah.
A
Well,
solution.
now that he says that, though, we'll have a full-size bed with more than likely the same rack.
I'm not.
So we
But
can
I
carry
don't feel like you
carrying
need to
nothing.
take
extra
that
stuff.
much stuff with you. I don't feel like you
Dustin.
need that much stuff.
I have to take 2 vehicles when we go wheeling to carry all of his shit.
Because I'm carrying
and-
everybody else's stuff.
Yeah, because you know how much more useful that would have been yesterday if Thomas would have had his backpack.
Yes.
I know.
Much
I'm
more
sorry.
useful
You know
yesterday.
what? When we
JP,
dropped his
I am
backpack off at the
traumatized.
shop 2 weeks
You
ago,
should have taken
I was
everything
thinking
out of
about
it.
all the tools.
I was
Yeah.
traumatized yesterday.
Yeah, we did an event on Sunday. Which is yesterday. Well,
Yesterday.
it's
Well,
several
yeah.
days by the time this airs.
Oh shit!
This will air on Friday, so about almost a week ago.
Yeah.
Almost
Or
a week
5
ago.
days ago.
We took our flex ramp down, and the trailer had a blowout. Well, it's on my trailer. I don't have an actual spare tire for it.
Never had a
Right.
problem.
Never had a problem before, but apparently,
Sylvia
Well-
hit a pothole.
It's me. I drove it. It's my fault.
I-65 South is terrible.
is
and
it-
the flex
Is it a
ramp is like
flex
bouncing
ramp that is
around.
a trailer? Like it's a flex ramp?
No,
No, we're building
it's
that.
it's a
We put it
smaller
on a
one
trailer.
that's on. We put it on a trailer. And
Okay,
so
gotcha.
We're
Yeah.
making
what had
them
happened
other-
was
We're making one
the
of
flex
them.
ramp was bouncing around.
Yeah.
It actually ran into the trailer fender, like the sheet metal that
inner
is
fender sheet
inside the
metal.
fender, the inner fender, if you will. And it
I
hit it,
gotcha.
and it knocked
Yeah.
it out into the inside of the tire, and
Right.
then rubbed it raw
It was loud.
until it blew out.
Yeah.
Somebody said it sounded like a missile.
It
Like
did.
getting
It was
attacked.
like pound, and it was like, and I was like, what the hell is that? And then he's like, I think you blew a tire.
Yep, we
And
got a
like,
flat tire.
the rubber is like blowing off. I felt like a semi.
So we pulled
Yeah.
over. We called
So,
Thomas,
but
like,
it-
hey, do you happen to have a spare tire for your
No.
trailer?
Or tools.
No, I do
We
not.
have-
and I don't have my
And then-
Gladiator with all my tools
Yeah.
and my jack and
We
my
had
compressor.
nothing.
And of course,
I
the
didn't even-
JLs have a 22 millimeter lug nut on it, and
I
it took a
think we needed
21.
a 19.
21. It was a
Tire
21.
guy was at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
feel like
ran to
I
Harbor
don't know what
Freight.
the JLs are.
No,
Yeah.
Harbor. Ran to
Tractor
Tractor
Supply.
Supply. Got another tire for the trailer,
Right.
and
You could have almost bought a trailer for how much that tire was. It was
Oh, he
ridiculous.
didn't
was a
tell me how
lot.
much the tire was.
it's okay. You didn't have to pay.
It
For
was
so.
it was cheap, Stacy. It was
It was
cheap.
so cheap. It was practically
Yeah.
free.
And then
Like a
and
It
then
was
had
trailer.
to buy
it was like 20
a 4
bucks.
lug wrench because
Uh,
we had no tools.
We had nothing.
And I was
I thought
guessing on the
about-
size
I
of
thought
the
about
lug.
just
We had
leaving
the
it.
we had the stock, jack and wrench for like the JL and the
Right.
Stacy,
JK. Stacy's JK.
Have you told her yet? Your
What you doing
Jack.
to my Jack?
Jack is
It was
perfectly
me.
fine.
The Jack is perfectly fine.
Jack is
The
perfectly
part that goes like this is not.
everything to make it go up and down.
Like the big long thing with the little hook on the end.
Done.
It's got an extra hook. It's got
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't
a
think
90
it would have
degree
worked on my
snap.
Jeep anyways.
no, it wouldn't.
So I don't
It
care.
No, it was
Yeah.
terrible. So we get the tire on and we have no hair. I have a rock. I'm like, I
Well,
don't
we
need
didn't
this.
realize that the fender had been blown
Yeah, we
in.
didn't realize the fender had
So we
folded
got
itself in.
got the old tire on, put the new tire on, started taking off, and we were
Somehow
hearing some
didn't
crazy
see it.
noise.
I mean, we
Yeah.
went like a foot. It was like, and we're like, wait, what was that? And so we got back out, looked. Yeah, the fender had folded itself completely in on the tire. I don't know how we didn't notice it when we were putting the new tire on. It must have flipped whenever we took off.
Right.
So yeah, we were using the spare tire tools, bent all those up, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna run inside, see if they got a ratchet strap in the speedway where we were at. No ratchet straps.
They had nothing. We had
They
nothing.
had nothing in there.
We
But
had one of those
Stacy
cross
did
things.
have a winch on her Jeep.
We used your
So I was
winch
like, "Here,
yesterday.
Pull around here. Let's use the winch on the inner fender and just pull it
To pull
through."
it back in.
Did you remind
took
him
some
he needed
force, too,
paint
because
out?
He was
Yes.
hitting the winch, and it was
Rope.
pulling the entire trailer.
It was sliding the whole
It
trailer.
was sliding the whole trailer, and then finally he hit it again, and it popped through there. I was like, okay, well, we're good now.
It was
See?
an hour. We were an hour late to the
We were an
event.
hour late.
If-
we were over an
if we
hour
would've
late.
had my
We were like an
Gladiator,
hour and
20
45
minutes
minutes late.
tops. We
You
would have been
had
in and
I
out.
know. You would have had a grinder. We just cut that
I had
shit
my
off.
grinder in my Jeep.
Yeah,
I
we
got
could have just
tools
cut
in
it
my
off, I
Jeep.
guess.
The only thing I
A
didn't have was
hammer?
the spare tire, so all I'd do is run to
Yeah.
Tractor Supply and grab it, and then get where they were at. We would have been 20 minutes tops done. No, an hour later.
I literally
I still
thought
feel
about
like
just leaving the trailer.
it would have
on
been
the
more than
side of
20
the
minutes
road.
because we still wouldn't have noticed the fender when we put the new tire on.
No,
But
but
the
I would have
tire
been able
slid
to
on
grind it on
fine.
the inside, or we wouldn't
Well,
have to
I know,
take the
but-
tire off.
Yeah,
We wouldn't have to take the tire off.
Stop.
I could have ground on the trailer side.
maybe, yeah.
We wouldn't have
Oh,
to take the and
Oh,
it would have
cozy
just
at
fell out.
work.
It was
That's
a
a
lot.
possibility.
So, Ben, how was your week?
Less eventful than yours. Yeah.
Less dramatic.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always dramatic. Always.
Yeah,
I've got
welcome to
I've got
our
this
world.
new LJ project. I don't know if you've seen.
I have.
But,
Yeah.
I wanted a new project. Gladiator was kind of in good shape. And so it's probably been, I don't know, we probably had it for 9 months or so. And found a decent deal out of Parker, Arizona. And we went up in decent enough shape and brought it home. And we were driving it. Like, it was a great little daily driver, probably drove it for 4 or 5 months. And then I went on one of the Facebook LJ groups, just kind of I was asking, like, how much are like an LJ/TJ, like, what are the axles worth, Rubicon axles? And, I got a bunch of different numbers, anywhere from, $1,000 to a few $1,000 for a pair. And I was like, okay, I just wanted to know just when the time came. Well, a couple days later, I get a private message, a guy asking me if I was interested in selling them. I'm like, I don't know. I'm driving the thing every day. And I said, what would you offer for him? And he offered me a few $1,000. I'm like, well, that's decent chunk of money. And then he asked about the transfer case. He's like, what would you sell the transfer case for? And I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I don't know what this, kind of this older Jeep stuff's worth.
Is it a Rubicon?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Those
yeah,
are going for crazy money.
well, and that's what he said. He said, I'd give you $5,000 for your axles and your transfer case. And I ended up telling my wife loved driving this little LJ around town, just a little stock LJ. It's like perfect little commuter. She'd, zip it around town. And I told her, I said, we got a good offer for these axles and transfer case.
Yeah.
I think the LJ project has begun.
Right.
Yeah.
But I told the guy, I said, listen, I'm not tearing a perfectly good Jeep apart unless I've got some cash in hand. And so he came by a few days later, gave me a few $1,000 as kind of a down payment. And I said,
Yeah.
all right, give me a week and I'll have these axles in his transfer case out, and
Nice.
rolled it into the garage, and it's been sitting on Jake's head ever since.
Hang up something on it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But no, I
Yeah,
mean,
we got
I've
We've got an
sent,
0 TJ in the back, and
oh, do you?
like it's just a sport model. So I was looking
Right.
into like just TJ Rubicon transfer cases,
Right.
and for what you can buy one of those for on Marketplace, you
Yeah.
could pretty much buy an Atlas
Well, and that's what I ended
at
up
the same
doing. So
money.
I
Yeah,
took that
that's what I
money,
mean.
and the next day I called Advanced Adapters, and I ended up
Hmm.
ordering an Atlas for it. And
Yeah.
yeah, so
I mean, no one's going to spend, well, I guess some people would spend $2,700 on a factory Rubicon transfer
right,
case when you could, buy an Atlas for the same price.
right,
Like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm not sure who would actually. I mean, the guy that you sold it to obviously did.
Well, maybe he wants like legit.
Yeah, he's
like,
trying to do like a factory, setup.
Well,
I
and I
get
guess
that.
I think it depends on the type of build you're putting together, right? I mean, if you're
Yeah.
Right.
building,
Yeah.
what's probably considered a more traditional era kind of,
Yeah.
specific build on 35s, what was kind of around back then, right?
Right.
Then, that Rubicon transfer case and those axles are great, right?
Perfect. Yeah.
Um,
But we want 10s and 42s, so
yeah,
we need
exactly.
that.
I got bigger
But
plans.
we won't do that.
Right.
We
I
own
got
smaller,
bigger
not bigger.
plans. Yeah,
Way bigger.
yeah.
Gotcha.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, so
So
that's been keeping me busy on the weekends. Saturday and Sunday, I'm usually out in the garage, driveway. I've been working on the axles for the most part. So I've got a Super Duty 60 in the front and then a Sterling 10.5 in the rear. So
Yeah.
I've just been kind of getting those prepped, getting trusses fitted up, and just kind of going through that. So that's been keeping me busy. But that's what I was looking for. Like I wanted a project, and it's been fun. I think the other thing that's cool about TJ, LJ, those earlier Jeeps is that like they're easy to work on. Like what you
Yes.
see is what you get. There's no
Yeah.
like you try and work on like a JL or a JT, like they've got CAN bus, the electrical's a nightmare. There's computers controlling everything. Like TJLJ, there's no, you got a computer, but that's about it, right? 12-volt electrical, like,
Hmm.
it's
Don't
very
need no
simple
wheel
to work
speed
on.
sensors to run
Yeah,
your
No.
lockers.
right.
You
No,
don't have
no,
to. You don't have to deal with that.
yeah,
Who
It's
knew?
in the transfer case.
Who knew? Who knew?
right.
Yeah,
That's
right.
been fun to work on, that's for sure.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I had
So
to
when do you
replace a
hope to
wheel
have it
speed
done?
sensor from Invasion when I decided to disconnect the sway bars completely and see exactly what I could get on the CTI. I ended
Right.
up scoring at 1240, but along with needing to replace a wheel speed sensor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Originally, I was hoping to have this LJ done early next year,
Yeah.
but the kind of the project scope has grown. Originally I was going to do kind of a,
It always does though, right?
oh yeah, yeah. I was
Yeah.
going to do pretty big build originally, but after coming back from the Rubicon, seeing some really big built Jeeps, I decided to go from like a hydro assist setup, right? Still,
Hmm.
running like a 3-link with the track bar, and saw
Right.
so many cool Jeeps out in California when I was on the Rubicon, and came back and decided I'm going to build, a full hydro
Yeah.
triangulated,
Triangulated
4-link up
link in the
front.
front.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
really get kind of the stretch and the wheelbase that I want out of it. Once you eliminate that steering box,
Yeah. Yeah.
you can get the
You can
stretch.
go way up
Right,
for
right.
sure.
And so I made that decision. And then at that point, so I'm going to go with Motobilt's front half, and they've got a back half.
Hmm.
Uh, but what I started looking at is once you do that front half, you basically you're basically hacking the frame from behind the motor mounts.
Oh,
Well,
really?
yeah. And so if I'm getting that invasive, Am I going to re-motor mount it for a 4-liter, or might as well throw an LF?
Yeah. It
I
just
mean,
adds on and adds on,
girl
right?
math
Yeah.
says yes.
Yeah.
Girl math.
It's basically, hey,
yes.
we're just gonna throw some coils and a 3-link in it to
Right.
Yeah.
doing a straight 4-link. We're stretching it. We're throwing an LS in it. Whoa, where
Yeah.
did that come from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coilovers and 43 stickies and the whole deal.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So we'll
Dovetail the
see.
back.
Yeah.
I still, I hope to get it done, sooner than later, but it's going to be probably a little further into next year, I think, before I get it
Right.
done. But that's fine. I think it'll be cool once it's done. So, yeah.
That's why we
Heck
talked
yeah.
about starting an OnlyFans page.
Yeah.
We get the process moving quicker. That's not ever happening.
Yeah.
Well, if I could even just get Dustin in there cutting off shit off mine, I told him I would help him with the grinder, but I don't know who's gonna put stitches in anybody if I get hurt. So that's the only thing I'm good for around here is acting
That's
people
what
up.
duct tape is for.
That's true.
Right.
What good
Like super
insurance
glue?
is for.
Super glue and duct tape. That's all you need. Rub some
Ain't
sand
nobody
in
got
it.
time for an emergency room visit.
No, ain't nobody got time for that.
So
It's
tell us
slowing
about
down progress.
your JT build.
Yeah, Gladiator.
That's in the background, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I've had that, bought it brand new off the showroom floor. It's a
Nice.
2020. And it's been kind of through a few different phases. Originally, I thought I was an overlander. I think as most new Gladiator owners think, right?
Right.
And,
Yeah.
it was on 37s at first, stock axles, re-geared the axles, but kind of went down this overlanding path, Rebel half rack, roto packs, traction boards, the whole nine
Was it
yards.
a Sport or a Rubicon from
It's a
the
Rubicon.
factory?
It's a
Rubicon.
Rubicon, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably had it on 37s for maybe a year or so. And then,
Yeah.
some of the more technical stuff out here, like a Gladiator on 37s, you can't run a lot of this stuff. It's just
Yeah.
so
long
much
a
belly and
Is that belly clearance?
yeah. And so then,
Wheelbase.
okay, I'm gonna throw a 40 on it. And, but I wanted it to be reliable. So I ended up calling up Dynatrack and getting some Dynatrack axles for it, put it on a 40 and was having a good time with it. I mean, the truck was really capable with 40s and no concerns once I had those Dynatracks underneath it. And probably had it like that for another year. Still had the kind of the overlanding gear on it, and then I saw all these Gladiators getting 42s on them. And it was time for another set of tires. It was like, what path do I go down, right? Do I get, another set of 40s and just
I remember seeing that when you were going through that.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so I said, you know what? I've got the axles for it. I've got it's a Dana 60 up front or the XD60 Dynatrack axle up front. And in the rear, I've got the big Pro Rock 80. So I got plenty of axles
nice.
for
Plenty
42.
of axle.
Yeah.
And so I said, you know what? I'm going to give these 42s a shot and ended up throwing them on. And I'll tell you, like a Gladiator on 42s is when they get extremely capable. It seems like that 42-inch tire really
Right.
balances out all that wheelbase.
Yeah.
And, stuff around here, even up in Sand Hollow, things, obstacles that I had run a dozen times on a smaller build, 37s and 40s, like on the 42, it just kind of woke the Gladiator
Seemed
up.
easy.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so, it's been on 42s for now, probably almost 3 years now. And
What suspension are you on?
that's the thing. Like I've been on a pretty basic rock crawler, mid-arm, kind of their, off the shelf mid-arm
Yeah.
setup. No crazy coilovers, nothing like that. It's I've got a decent Fox 2.5 on it with reservoirs with the DSCs, and then just coil springs on all corners. So
Okay.
no.
You're on like a 4.5 coil
Yeah, it's
spring,
4.5. Yeah, 4.5.
Okay.
Yeah. But hopefully that's changing soon. We've got some
Okay.
plans. And so
what's the
Are
plans
they
for?
secret plans or can we hear them?
Yeah, secret plans.
no. So I don't know if you saw, so got back from Trail Hero,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
and I keep the truck in storage now. I really don't drive it much. I've got a storage like a half mile away from the house,
Yeah.
and I keep it in an enclosed storage. And what was I doing? I had to go get the registration done. And in Arizona, we have to get this emissions test. And
Oh,
so
okay.
I go to pick up the truck
Going
from
to Kentucky.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank God.
So we're not moving to Arizona, is what we're saying.
Ever.
No, no missions for us.
We'll
Yeah.
move to
No,
Arizona,
I mean-
but still keep Kentucky
Keep our
Right,
residency.
yeah,
tags
that's the way to
registered
do
in
it.
Yeah,
Kentucky.
we love
Okay.
emissions.
But now I go to pick it up so I could run it down to get, run it through the emissions test. And it was still aired down. Like I literally took it off the trailer and put it away when we got back from Trail Hero. And I'm airing it back up and I get to the driver's rear and I, kind of just checking in, looking at the suspension. I realized my upper driver's side frame side link mount had ripped off of the frame. I'm like,
Mhm.
wow,
Oh,
Like
wow.
Jennifer. Like
yeah,
Jennifer's.
yeah. And so I'm like, that's not good. And still kind of intact. So I ran, got the emissions done, got it back. And that weekend, that was like a Wednesday, I think. That weekend, I brought it back to the house, and that whole bracket was ripped off. Like once I unbolted that frame side, upper link, the bracket
Yeah.
literally
The
fell
bracket
off.
just fell off.
Right.
That's crazy.
And
Wow.
and so, and then I started thinking, so I was at Trail Hero all week. I'm like,
Right.
did this happen like on the Tuesday or did it happen on Friday? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
That's crazy.
so yeah, so I think, with that, started looking at even like some of the bracketry on the axles and started seeing some little cracks in that and some of the bracketries. And I've wheeled this thing hard for 5 years now, right? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is Motobuilt has it's still kind of prototype right now, but if you're familiar with Rowdy JT, the
Hmm.
black big Gladiator, kind of their shop Gladiator that Hunter drives, um, they've got a complete back half, and it's a bit crazy because you end up cutting the frames from right behind the cab and cutting all that back, right? And then what they end up doing is they end up running a new set of rear frame rails that are a little narrower, and so it tucks
Okay.
the rails up under the bed and really opens up the wheel wells for big suspension, right? If you're gonna do coilovers or what have you,
Right.
towers in there a lot easier. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do, that back half new frame rails. We end up moving the tank to the back. So the tank comes off, kind of running on the passenger side there. We'll drop that, pull that out, and then just
Yep.
run a rear tank in the back underneath the bed. And from there, double triangulated rear 4-link setup,
Heck
and
yeah.
then a big, 3-link setup up front. And
That'll be awesome.
I'm fascinated by ORIs. And so I have
Yeah.
a set for the LJ, and that's what I'm going to put on the LJ. But I'm thinking the Gladiator needs some love. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to still so for the LJ I got a set of 14s for all four corners. On the Gladiator, I think I'm going to run 14s up front, 16s in the rear. So I'll
Hmm.
still a pair of the 14s for the LJ and just get some 16s coming and get the Gladiator set up. So that's the plan.
So with
You
the
know,
16s, you're gonna have to cut into the like the fender wells for the bed to
that's
make
the
room up
thing.
there, or
Once you do that Bob bed, and then by doing those frame
yeah, like
rails,
making it more narrow, then you'll
yeah,
have
like
plenty
you
of room
got
in there.
plenty of room, yeah. And then
Nice.
inside the Bob bed fender wells, you've got a lot more room than you would with like a
Okay.
factory wheel well in the back. So you have
Right.
plenty of room, and that's what they're running on Rowdy. They're running
Yeah.
16s in the back. And so
Okay.
yeah, so that's the plan for the
Very cool.
Gladiator. Finally, we'll have what I call kind of cool guy suspension, right? Up
Heck
until
yeah.
it's been kind of basic off the shelf stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, it's
So I
basically
see a
what
Motobuilt on there. Are you sponsored by Motobuilt or just a
I'd say
big fan of theirs?
I'm partnered with Motobuilt. It's obviously got
affiliated.
the
Yeah.
laugh in that, but
Affiliated.
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
happened?
Affiliated.
I've willed with everyone at Motobuilt, right? Dan and Hunter and Bobby and Bender and um
Right.
over the years just got to know them really well. And I mean it's such a
They're good people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great
Just
people.
just a little bit of time I've talked to them,
Yeah,
at Invasion or,
right.
wherever.
Yeah, it's just a great group, great products. The products
Absolutely.
are kind of designed for, the DIY guys, the guys that want to kind of build it yourself. And
Yeah.
they don't powder coat anything, right? They try and get products out
Yeah.
for, good pricing, right? I mean, probably some of the more.
Oh, for sure.
And yeah, so I've kind of fallen in love with their stuff and then got to know them real well. And the
Heck
wrap
yeah.
came to be, they were, this was last year before Trail Hero. So not, a little over a year ago. The way the wrap that got on the Gladiator came to be is they were getting all their rigs ready for Trail Hero last year. And it was probably 3-4 weeks before Trail Hero.
Yeah.
And I sent Bobby a message. I said, "Hey, I see all you guys. They've got their own big printer, like a big, large format printer, so they can print all their own material."
Oh, awesome.
And I told Bobby, I said, man, I've been wanting to wrap the Gladiator. I've had it for a few years. I want to kind of change it up. And I said, if I sent my Gladiator to Alabama and we worked out the deal, like, would you guys be willing to wrap it? And so he ended up kind of talking with the rest of the team there, and they're like, "Why would you even send your Gladiator out here? We'll print the wrap, send it out to Phoenix." And there's plenty of shops really in any town
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes wraps. And so we got to talking, and they're like, "We think we might be able to get you set up before Trail Hero." And they
Oh,
wanted
awesome.
to kind of get the wrap on there. And they probably got the wrap to me a week before Trail Hero, and I tore the Gladiator down and got it to a shop and got it wrapped and brought it to Trail Hero, with the new wrap. And it was fun. It was
Heck
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. And so that's how the wrap came to be. It was me just asking, right? And that's what I've kind of learned,
Yeah.
right? Like you never know unless you ask, right?
Yeah. I mean, all I can do
And
is say no, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's been
Absolutely.
wrapped for a little over a year now, and
Yeah.
may rewrap it, change it up a bit. So we'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we just wrapped mine a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
3 months ago. Yeah, right before what was it, Invasion?
Right before Invasion.
Yeah.
We got mine
Yeah,
done.
that's a cool thing with
And
the wrap.
that was
Like,
her. That was her.
yeah.
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 Well, your
Yeah.
other stuff that we had put on before was like peeling off.
It
And
was already because the one we did a year before, it was all just like what four or
just
five
a bunch
different
of
colors, and we
stickers. You
we
know.
cut them out and then slapped them on.
Right.
And then with weathering being where we're at in a more wet weather climate,
Right,
they
coming
were
off.
peeling in some areas,
Right.
or the wind would catch them just right and split them and fray them. So I was constantly either trimming them or replacing them. And then
Right.
she's like, "You know what? Invasion's about to start." And then I'm
Not
gonna
my money.
No, no, right? Yeah, she didn't pay for it. I don't care.
Yeah.
And I'm an affiliate with Dial Dynamics,
Oh,
and they were
yeah.
getting me to do their car show and
Okay.
have their ambassador meet and greet. And she was like, "Hey, let's try and get this done before that,
Yeah.
and then also we'll roll into Invasion." So it
That's
worked
cool.
out great.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, you can kind of run a wrap for a couple years and then, change it up,
Yeah.
right? That's
The
kind of
overall
cool.
plan is to actually paint it like it's wrapped.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Get that body liner paint and
Yeah.
have it done the right
Yeah.
way.
I
Right
don't
on.
pay for that either.
No, you won't be paying.
It'll probably be
pics.
me and Thomas out there with the rattle can
With the
wet
rattle
liner.
can.
I'm like, we can do it. We can do it.
Yeah.
DIY,
It'll
DIY.
cost
Hit up
more to get it
AutoZone, get that
undone
bed
than
liner
undone.
spray, and let's just go to town.
No.
No prep, nothing. Just start spraying.
Yeah.
Just start
Spray it on there. It's fine.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
We're good at crafts. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah,
fine. It's all
it turned out fine. We've never done that
It did.
before.
turned out
Yeah.
great until it really wasn't
Until
anymore.
it didn't.
It was all the white got so dirty. It was bad.
Yeah.
When I started peeling some of the other colors that overlapped the
Well,
white.
I mean, when you're,
holy
it's in the sun every day and you're wheeling on it, like it's just not gonna last.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not.
So
Even though it says it's 3 to 5 year plus, it's not.
yeah. I
No,
mean, maybe if you did the full wrap, like 3 to 5 plus, like where it's tucked up, inside of the panels and stuff. But
No edges.
Yeah,
the way that we did yours with just like the little
just
sort of
cut out
circle, almost cut out
Still turn it low.
carbon fiber, like it's not gonna
Yeah.
hold up like it should in the sun.
And it's a
the
lot
weather.
thicker too because of
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it
the
was so
carbon
thick.
weave, the way they had to print it. It's a lot
Yeah.
thicker material than your
Right.
normal wrap material.
Very thick.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, it was a lot of fun. It took about a week and a half almost
To get it done.
to get it done, which wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
cool.
So, what was your favorite stuff? We just saw we talked to Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week, and he was telling us about all of the fun. Did he ride with you? Who did he say he rode with whenever his broke? Was that you?
No, he didn't ride with me, but we hung out quite a bit that week. We probably ran, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 trails together throughout the
Yeah.
week. So yeah,
What
we
was
had
your
a good
favorite?
time.
What was your favorite stuff out there?
Well, we ran a couple new trails. I think, we ran Unforgiven, which was a new trail for me. And that was a lot of fun. And then what was the other new trail we ran? Dead Broke, I think. And so
Okay.
they're both probably 7s, so they were fun. Had some
Yeah.
a lot of cool little ledges in that. And Unforgiven's kind of, if you've ever been to Sand Hall, it's out there kind of a ways, kind of past Plan B and that, so it's way out in the back. But yeah, those were, it was good to always like when I get out there, I've ran a lot of that stuff, and you kind of run all the popular trails a lot, Milts and Double Sammy, 777s kind of. And so it was
Right.
cool to run some new stuff out there. And yeah, so it was a fun week. We had a great week, and it
Yeah,
was
we
nice.
haven't been out west yet, but we're
Mhm.
We're
aiming to
planning
go.
August the
2027.
27 is the plan.
Yeah.
August?
Because you're not.
Yeah.
That's funny.
August?
No.
That's what
Yeah.
I said. I was like, why are we going in the middle of summer, dude?
Well,
That's
because
a
that's
terrible
when
plan.
Fordyce. Because that's when Fordyce is. We
Oh,
can't help
no.
it. That's
Okay.
when it is.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so if you're planning to get out like Rubicon, Fordyce, then
We're
it's up to-
doing Rubicon for sure.
The plan is
Okay.
to hit Rubicon first and then start
Yeah.
heading back this way
Okay.
towards Kentucky to
Yeah.
and then hopefully we hit
Moab or
Sand
Sand
Hollow,
Hollow
but
or-
Moab's the actual plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you almost have to drive past Sand Hall
Yeah.
to get to Moab
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of coming that way. I
We
guess
have to
depending
drive
on
past
where you
it.
come.
Yeah, we have to drive past it to go there.
Yeah.
So how far are you
Yeah.
from all that stuff?
So I'm probably 7-ish hours away from Sand Hollow, and probably maybe 8.5, 9 from Moab.
Weekend trip.
Yeah. And so yeah, up until probably 6, 7 months ago, we were driving the Gladiator all over. Like we would
Yeah.
drive to Sand Hollow, we'd driven it to Moab a couple of times. But we ended up buying a truck and ended up getting. I had an older trailer, but it just wasn't wide enough for the Gladiator, so I ended up selling that. We bought a
Yeah.
nice new, all steel deck trailer for the Gladiator, and it's been nice. So now, it's nice being able to just throw the Gladiator on the trailer, and
Heck yeah.
I borrowed a trailer to get to the Rubicon from a buddy. And when we got back from the Rubicon, we pretty much decided that, we should get our own trailer. And
Right.
so we did that. So yeah, now we've got, truck, trailer. And that was the other thing with the LJ too, is like now that I have a truck and a trailer, the LJ doesn't need to be as, streetable,
Yeah.
drivable.
As
So
drivable
that-
as it needs to
that
be,
was-
right? Yeah.
Part of the reason why I said, let's just go full hydro and let's just build this thing, right? And so yeah, so now we've got the truck and trailer as well, and so it makes
Did you get like a 32-foot car trailer so you can put them both on there?
No, I thought about it, but the one thing is, so I did not get a diesel. I got
Oh, because you have the emissions crap there. So.
well, it's not even that. Like I've had diesels before, so when I was younger, I had a Duramax and didn't really use it to pull anything. It was just a big truck that I had built, big lifted Duramax. But then it's probably been maybe 7, 8 years ago. We went through this Razor thing, right? We had a Polaris Razor, big toy hauler, the F250 Power Stroke. And so we were doing that. We would go to Glamis in the winter, like this time of year, we'd be in Glamis. In summer, we'd be like up north near Flagstaff. And we did that for several years. And so I've had diesels. I think the older I get, I want to kind of keep things simpler, so
Right.
we ended up getting it's a 2024 Ram 2500 with the 6.4 Hemi, and it
Okay.
does, it pulls the Gladiator. So we've got a 20-foot trailer.
Yeah.
Gladiator probably is, if I had to guess, 6,500 pounds. And that
Wow.
gasser does fine. Yeah, so, and I don't have to deal with DEF fluid and all
Oh
the
yeah.
all the things that
All the
come
things that come with the
diesel.
diesel.
Right. Yeah, I just didn't want
Yeah.
to do it. And
You have a roll cage in yours too,
no,
or
not yet.
no?
Not yet.
Not yet. All
No.
right.
Yeah.
We're gonna
So.
add a
That's on
few
the
more.
list.
That's a lot of weight though for
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious what mine's gonna weigh once we get
Yeah.
done with it, because the axles I'm going with, which should be ordered by the end of this week.
Oh wow.
East Coast Gear supplies Kingpin 540, and they're
Oh, wow.
80,
Big stuff.
big heavy duty stuff. And then
Yeah.
of course Motobuilt roll cage
Yeah.
and a bunch of some other Motobuilt stuff we're
Thomas has
looking
unlimited
into
money, so there's
adding.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
So, but
government is shut down for Thomas.
The government
His-
the government
His
shut down was
$1 billion
because
second.
they have to pay Thomas his salary. So that's
well, see, so quick little backstory. I just retired. Well, it's been over a year now. I retired from the Army at 21 and a half years. And then I took about a year off.
Right.
And then I just started working again at the end of April. And of course, now I'm making multi-billion dollars, apparently, according to Dustin right now.
I mean, yeah.
He makes pennies more than me.
The
okay?
government had to shut down because of you, Thomas. You have to be making a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool.
Funny.
Yeah.
Like, listen, people are not getting the SNAP benefits because Thomas's salary. So I'm just putting that out there right
you guys
now.
are buying everybody food.
People are starving because of you, Thomas.
Yeah, I've got another buddy down in Tucson that retired from the Air Force after probably 20 years or so. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because I don't know, he's probably 40, 38, 40, and retired and like trying to figure out what he wants to do with the rest of his life.
Right. Yeah.
Not a bad place to be, but yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I joined way late. I turned 27 in basic. So
Okay. Yeah.
so I have oh shoot, my birthday's next week. Oh crap.
He's gonna be the 50.
Yeah.
50.
He's gonna be old.
Yeah.
Way
old.
over the hill.
Yeah.
Unless of course you're 50, then we're sorry.
I just turned 50 in July, and it was cool because I celebrated on the Rubicon. Like we were on.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
Lucky. You
That's
know where we're
awesome.
celebrating mine? At a barbecue place.
You picked the barbecue place.
He
Nah,
picked
it's all
it,
good.
so he can't complain.
But we all know
Just-
he wanted
it's-
pizza. There's just no pizza
Oh, I
place
know.
big enough for all that
And
people.
I told him the other day, like, let's just go to pizza, and if there's not room, sorry about your luck.
just do 4 people. That's it.
No, I just wanted to make sure there was room for everybody. So barbecue it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
Listen,
I
that
it's
would have
your
been nice. I could
birthday.
have gone to the Rubicon
Listen,
on my
it's your
birthday.
birthday. Just screw everybody else. All right.
They
If you
have
don't
Well, our
show
really
up
big
on
good
trip
time,
fried
it's
was
pickles.
your
our
own fault.
cruise. So
They have good fried pickles there, so I'm excited. They have the
Yeah,
pickles. here.
that's true.
So we'll allow it. It's also the WKN 2-year anniversary.
It
So
is.
Yeah.
and he,
That'd be
It
2
is.
he has
years.
not only does he not get pizza, he's happened to have a joint party. Poor Thomas.
Well, then also, Stace, our 27th year wedding anniversary
Is the
is
next
on
day.
Friday.
The next day.
Oh wow.
Next day.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah,
Well, we shouldn't have planned WKN right in between all that stuff.
that was Sylvia though. That
I
yeah.
didn't know it was your birthday. No.
It's fine.
that was Sylvia. It was funny. She calls me. So we knew each other for maybe not even quite a year yet.
Yeah.
And we just
Yeah.
started slowly, both of us just getting into the off-roading
Just
thing.
getting into
and
wheeling and
started-
off-roading and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
And then we started doing garage days. So I started hanging out. That's how we all became good friends, is just doing the
Okay.
garage days. And I was always showing up and actually helping.
Right.
Some people would
Yeah.
only call and say, hey, I need this done. And then they would bring their Jeep and then disappear.
Yeah.
Right.
We're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what's going on?"
That was the thing. Like I was I've been an ASE certified mechanic, for a long time. I worked in the dealership industry for 13 years.
Okay.
And then, so we got into the Jeep thing and doing off-roading, and I put her lift on, and I was like, hey, let's like help people out. Like they don't know what they're doing. Like, let's get something started.
Oh,
Right.
we've done
And
a ton of lifts throughout the years.
What dealership do you work at?
I worked at Lexus, a Lexus
Okay.
dealership.
Okay.
And
For,
Infinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lexus and Infinity. I worked at Infinity for 2 years in between. There was like a weird sort of gap where
The Yoda guys would tell you that Lexus don't break down. Yodas don't break
they
down.
don't.
No, I've never had.
Listen, all I did was
Our
maintenance,
Lexus
right?
and
Like
Nissans are
oil
perfect.
changes, like timing belts, and stuff,
Yeah.
120,000
Well,
miles, like services,
Maintenance.
like
Well,
maintenance.
Dustin hates Jeeps and would rather have a
He
Toyota.
does hate Jeeps. He
Yeah,
does.
exactly. And
Yeah.
I mean, it was an SC300 Lexus come
Yeah.
in. It had 198,000 miles on it. It came in because it was a whining noise in the rear end, and the gears were just shot. Like I
Yeah.
don't think he'd ever changed the diff fluid. 200,000 miles though on a rear
Yeah.
end
I've
on
got
the
a Dodge out there with more
original
miles
gear
than that. We've never
original
done
gear
that.
fluid, like original oil, like we
Well,
ended
that's
up having
got
to
that.
do.
That's a 2JZ, right?
Yeah, it is
Just a
2JZ. Yep.
non-turbo. Yeah, non-turbo
Non-turbo. Yep.
2JZ. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tuned
Yeah.
Legendary engine. That's a legendary.
Exactly.
It is.
Yeah.
It is for
Yeah.
sure.
And so I mean,
But yeah, so
they're
we were
super
doing that for
reliable.
a
You take
while.
care of them. All you do is change the oil and keep up with maintenance, and you're gonna drive it forever.
Oh yeah.
I got the Nissan Armada out there, 170,000 miles. Never had an issue. All
Yeah.
these Jeeps are
Better
breaking down
knock on
all the
some wood,
time.
buddy.
It's funny.
Minus the
All the time.
minus
my
the
neighbor
auto
outside-
air being blown out a few times, but
Yeah, the air shocks have had some
Air
rough
shocks.
times.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, my
Well, that's
neighbor across
because-
the street has a Titan, 2005 Titan,
Yeah.
and I think it just keeps running. I think it's got 200,000 miles on it.
That's the same thing. It's the same chassis. The Armada and the Titan is the same
Right.
thing. It just has the
Yeah.
bed versus like the full SUV chassis.
Right.
I
Yeah.
pulled her Jeep to Pennsylvania on it, blew the air shock out, and so then I took
That was
off.
a fun
I
weekend.
mean, the compressor wouldn't kick on, so I rewired it, and I put a Schrader valve on the back where you can just air them up to whatever pressure you want.
Oh
With
yeah.
the air shocks, they're still good. The shocks ain't blown out yet, but
Yeah.
But in
it's fine.
motorhome, because now mine is a trailer princess as well, so we don't have to break in our
Yeah.
mind.
So
We
we
just
ended
call
up
it with
buying a motorhome.
Yeah.
And a trailer.
Call it.
It's a big mess.
yeah, talk about
It's
me with the
amazing.
money. Look, those are the ones with the money.
We're so
Yeah.
poor. We're very poor.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
We don't want to
We don't have the money. The bank has the money. We just pay the bank every month, right? So
That is true.
it's fine.
The
That
bank
is
owns
true.
it. The bank
They
owns
do
it. We
keep
just pay
wanting
them
these
for it.
like down payments, though. That's the part
Yeah,
that
like-
sucks.
Hey, you owe us money, and we're like, wait, what?
What?
Wait, what?
I already
Wow.
have
What?
it. You don't get
Like
it now.
we don't have any money. What do you mean we owe you
We're
money?
broke.
It's
We're
fine.
But yeah, so Thomas and
But yeah.
I was laying on the couch with my back out, so obviously had nothing better to do than stupid ideas.
Think of stuff.
Right?
And I text him. What did I say?
I
What
don't.
did I
I
say?
would have.
remember.
I don't even remember. She's like,
Pretty
"Hey,
much like-
you want to do some
You want
kind
to
of
start like a YouTube channel?
yeah, or
do you want to
something?"
be my friend? Do you want to be my friend and let's have like a wheeling YouTube thing?
And I was
How
like,
long have you
"Yeah,
guys been
sure,"
doing this?
but
It'll be
Did
2
you-
years next
It'll
week.
be 2 years next week. Yeah.
yeah,
So not
But
very
we didn't
long.
I was like,
actually,
well,
we
let me
didn't
talk
actually
to
do anything for like
Stacy.
6 months.
Yeah, I was
About
like,
a
let
year
me
and a
talk
half.
to Stacy first, but I don't think it'll be a problem. She's like, well, I
She's
guess
like, will you be my best friend and can we start a YouTube wheeling channel together? She told me,
like-
I
so
should
he's like,
probably
we have-
talk to Stacy first.
I think I
She's like-
texted you though.
she's
I
like,
think I
oh.
texted you. Was like, can Thomas come out and play? He's
Yeah.
my friend.
and I was like, you might want to talk to Dustin. She's like, yeah, probably should talk to Dustin first.
Yeah, probably should
I'm
let
laying
me.
on
I
couch.
was like,
I'm like, do you care, Dustin? And
I was
he's
like, why would I care?
why would I
don't-
care?
I don't care.
I don't know.
I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I didn't think to ask you until Thomas actually asked his wife. I didn't think about asking you. I just
well, and we were still
I'm
new. We weren't
bossy,
even
so
maybe
Yeah,
8
I mean-
months of actually being friends, realistically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
of really
not
being,
very
hanging
long.
out all the time. And I was like, this is kind of awkward. But
Anyway, so we
Whatever.
started that, and then we
We're gonna
started
be
like the
friends.
garage days, and then people started taking advantage. Or like, okay, well, this is
We're
dumb
done.
because like they're literally just dropping their vehicle off and making
Right.
us do the work. Like the whole
Yeah.
reason we started was to like let people
to
know,
teach and
like,
train and show
yeah,
people.
to like train people, like, oh, I don't know how to replace my shock or my spring or whatever. Like, okay, well, bring it over. I'll show
Yeah.
you how to do it. You know what I mean? This is what you need to do. This is how you do it.
Right.
And then it got to the point where
No more.
Yeah, we
yeah,
had
a lot
we
of
had
work.
one
We
guy.
were 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, and people were just dropping their stuff off, and we were out there working, and no one was there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done
But
with
it's
this.
also
And
not
then,
helping. Like if you're on the trail, it's how are you going to do a trail
yeah,
fix if you don't know how to do
Right.
anything? So
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
of
you
course,
don't
like
have to
we're
do
on the
anything.
trail and we're fixing your crap on the which of course we will always do no matter what. So if anybody's listening and
Yeah,
you don't know how
we're
to
not going to
fix
leave you out
something,
there.
we will absolutely fix it. But it's better if you pay attention. So if it happens again,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah,
also do that.
we had one guy called Dustin and said, "Hey, I got these springs. Can you change them out for me?" And Dustin's like, "We don't have the time right now." He said, "Well, fine. I'll just go pay somebody to do it."
Right.
Yeah,
No,
Hold
so
on
you
a
can't.
minute.
that's literally what he said. Like, you don't have time to replace them for free this Wednesday. Well, I'll just pay somebody else to do it. It's like, well,
Like okay,
Good
okay,
time.
have
like,
fun with that.
why wouldn't you pay me to do it at another time whenever I have time to do it?
Yeah.
So
And we have had a couple
it's what it
people that
is.
asked us to do lifts and actually paid us
Yeah, and we've done it,
to do it. And
Yeah.
we were more
but
than,
it's like,
you know,
why take advantage of somebody that's trying to
Help
like
you.
teach you stuff?
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
But
Because that
So,
is it
yeah,
is.
it's
I feel
fine.
like it is so much better though when you do your like the how the motor build does
Oh
the.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like whenever you take more pride in it, whenever you spent 14 hours and bloodied all of your
Oh
knuckles
yeah.
and cracked your
Yeah,
shin and all the things, and then it actually works, and then it's
Right.
better.
Yeah.
So you're
I
telling
love
me
well,
my
not
Jeep.
only
I can
that, but
start
then
turning a
like
wrench
if
on
something
beating stitch
breaks,
up.
like you're like, okay, well, I have an idea maybe about what this
same thing with
is
Silver.
because
She,
Yeah.
I just did all this work on this. So yeah, it's fine.
yeah. So, I know we kind of ran away,
Tangented.
but
We
hey,
just did a
Ben, tell
tangent.
us a little bit about yourself,
Yeah,
Yeah.
who you
actually,
are,
you.
Yeah.
and
What do
what
you
you
do?
actually do.
Yeah.
So yeah, live in Gilbert, Arizona, so just outside of Phoenix.
Okay,
Born and raised in Arizona, so I've never lived anywhere else. Grew up
nice.
in Mesa, and then as I got older, kind of moved out a little further into Gilbert. So I've been out here for a while. Worked for a big software company, so essentially kind of technical sales for software,
Hmm.
and work from home, which is nice. Although this year I've been on the road quite a bit. I've been traveling quite a bit. Been all over, the country, just visiting customers and trying to sell software. So that's
Very
what pays
cool.
the bills. But yeah, I mean, growing up in Arizona, pretty much from the valley, any direction you go, there's trails, and so like all my life, I've been into quads, and I mentioned kind of the razor thing,
Right.
um, since I was a kid. I mean, been into kind of off-road one way or the other, right? Whether it's been dirt bikes or quads or side by sides, Jeeps. When I was young, I had kind of started with XJs. I had two XJs when I was younger, and that kind of got me going down kind of the Jeep path, and then got into the razors, and then kind of came back to this Jeep thing in the last 5 years or so.
So
And
are the trails public? Like, can you just be driving
oh
on the
yeah,
highway? So it's kind of like California, like Will was telling us that you can just be driving down the road and you can just go
yeah,
off.
yeah.
Ah,
I mean, the two big areas out here, like my side of town, which is kind of the Southeast Valley from Phoenix, is Florence Junction, Florence. And there's tons of trails out there, from like the most basic trails for figure your stock rigs to the
Right.
most hardcore trails that would probably be considered like buggy only. And so that's the area kind of in the Southeast Valley. And then north of town is Table Mesa. And Table
Okay.
Mesa, it's very similar, right? Very basic stuff, to kind of your basic rigs, more, somewhat modified rigs, to full blown, buggy stuff out there. And so either of those areas for me, Like I can be in Florence in probably 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I can be in
Yeah.
Table Mesa in an hour, and both great spots with
Yeah.
really good trails. And
So you're really close to some trails.
yeah,
That's
and
So
then
again, we
awesome.
live in the wrong place. Our closest trail
Yeah.
is a creek.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, really to do any trailing, it's like 2.5 hours from where we're at,
Yeah.
yeah,
right? To get to
Well, we
something
got
that's
what was it? Interlake is about an hour, hour and a half.
That's mud.
But that's
I don't
Yeah,
consider
it's
that
not.
we have,
trails
and then
though.
No
like
offense.
Blue Holler,
No
which is an
offense to
extreme
anybody
mud
who loves
pit,
that.
is about a little over an hour.
Yeah.
But those are actual. But then we have, of course, Daniel Boone backcountry area. Literally, you
Pretty
can,
big.
if you know where you can literally pull off and be on a trail.
Hollerwood.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hollerwood's the best.
Um,
If not, you need to drive for 4 to 7
but
hours.
we're not we're driving at least an hour and a half to
Yeah.
get somewhere.
Yeah,
I
you-
don't
Unless
drive
you
an
hit
hour
Clear
and a half to
Creek,
Interlake no
30
more.
minutes.
which is less than 30 minutes, but it's literally a creek bed.
Yeah. Yeah, they call it, Phoenix they call it Valley of the Sun, right? So it's literally a valley, right? The metropolitan area. And that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Like north, east, south, west, like there's mountains pretty much surrounding us with
Yeah.
trails. It's all, the cool thing, it's all like old mining trails in that.
Yeah.
And probably what, 50, 60, 70 years, like they were mining all these areas.
Yeah.
And now all those old mining trails have turned into off-road trails, Jeep trails, which is pretty cool. So
Heck yeah.
That's awesome.
lot of history out in the
Kind of the same way around here. That's all like oil well,
Logging.
Oh, yeah.
roads, like
Sorry,
like
Stacey.
county roads where they used to drive out to the oil wells and whatnot. They just don't maintain
Yeah.
them anymore, and they turn into a bunch of cool stuff out there.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. The other crazy thing is you figure, these same trails have been out here forever. And I remember when I was young, like running out in Florence, like back then, 15, 20 years ago, a big Jeep was on 33s or 35s maybe.
Yeah.
And we were running
Right.
all the same trails, and now we're on 42s, and we think we're
Yeah.
big and bad, but
Yeah.
these were broken by CJs on 31-inch tires, right? Same trails, and here we
Sure.
are, 40s, 42s, thinking we're big
Yeah.
and bad. But
We're
yeah,
gonna say
42s and
erosion made them
35s.
rougher.
yeah,
Exactly. All those years of 33s and 35s
Yeah.
tore it up when
Yeah.
we need 42s.
It happened though in like the last month and a half. Like we've had some pretty, like monsoon storms that have come in.
Yeah.
And a lot of the trails kind of in around Phoenix they changed quite a bit. You get all this water that
Yep.
kind of clears the areas, clears a lot of the sand and sediment out. And, it'd be like a ledge that used to be a 3-foot ledge is now a 6-foot ledge, right? Because all the
Right.
sand
That's
is
the
gotten
Yeah.
same thing with
out.
us.
And so guys have been going out and like, oh, this trail, which used to be like like a beginner trail, is like more advanced trail just because of the
Yeah,
rain
like
kind of
an
came through
extreme
these.
trail now because all
We
the
run
rain
into
and the
that
washout.
often.
Yeah.
We run into that often.
Old Iron Fork Road, on the CAT, which is called call it the KAT Kentucky Adventure Tour. So it's a
Yeah.
big loop. I think they've increased it where it's almost, if you did it from start to finish, you're looking at about 4 to 5 days to complete
Wow.
a
Okay.
whole loop.
Yeah, it's a couple thousand
Well,
miles.
one of the trails, Old Iron Fork Road, when I did it, my very first off-road trip in November of 2002, because I bought my Jeep in 21 and 21, and then a year later is when we did our first off-road trip.
Yeah. Okay.
This drop off was maybe 2.5 feet ish.
Right.
And I was on 35s, and my bumper barely didn't even touch whenever it came off.
Yeah.
Now that I'm on 40s, that ledge, I bang the ledge on 40s. So it's about a 3.5.
Time to bob it.
Yep.
Well, so
Listen,
in
Stacey,
Invasion,
it's time to bob the
Invasion,
bed.
I picked up the Tomahawk bumper. So I have the
Okay.
Tomahawk bumper. I just haven't put it on yet.
Okay.
So at Invasion,
I
I
don't
ordered it. She was
know.
like, "We're ordering that thing."
I'll
Yeah.
never understand why Stacy's so
Oh,
opposed
do you
to
by
bobbing
chance
the
have
bed.
the inside scoop on when they're going to release the taillights? Because they told me at Invasion it's still going to be a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I want the dang taillights.
Yeah. That or just get the bob bed. Comes with taillights.
Oh, Hey, there you go. The Bob bed with tail lights is available now, Thomas.
We can't put the bumper on the Bob bed, so no, we already bought the bumper. Sorry.
probably
Bob
sell
bed
that
comes with
bumper
the
so
bumper
fast.
too.
It
Bob
comes
bed
with the
comes
bumper too, so
bumper,
just
tail
send the
light.
bumper back.
So somebody need a tomahawk bumper?
Yeah, yeah.
It
I
hasn't even been
guarantee you can sell
installed.
that. You can
Comes
sell
with
that.
Justin.
fenders. Yeah, it comes with fender flares. Like Bob bed's the best.
Yeah, it's worth the
If
money.
he said tomorrow he was ordering a Bob bed, I'd be like, okay. Like I don't
And
give
you
a
know what?
shit. I just give you a hard
know-
time.
You'd be like,
big-
okay, here's the divorce papers.
The big Black Friday sale, Black Friday Moto Built, right around the corner.
Yeah,
Right around
25% off, right? Or 20%
should
off?
He's
No.
got too much in axles right now.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And a new lift.
Hey, not yet. He's not going to order those till next week. So order the
No,
Bob
this
bed
week.
this
It's
week
this
before the
week.
axles.
Patrick's getting sending out the email tonight for them to have tomorrow, so that we can get the invoice to order the axles. by
So
the end of
this will air after you've already ordered them, is what you're saying.
Pretty
Probably.
much.
Hopefully.
So by,
Patrick, if it hasn't aired before you ordered them, order the Bob bed first.
No.
So
No.
if Thomas
Yeah.
doesn't answer any texts this week, just let him alone. He just needs to.
His best bet would wait till I'm under anesthesia next Tuesday and go, hey, Steve, I ordered the Bob bed.
Or no.
Like, okay.
Stacy, you ordered the Bob bed? Thanks, sweetie.
Thanks.
That's a late
Thanks,
birthday
honey.
present. Thank you.
You should have known
Thank
though, because
you.
Ben just posted a couple days ago, like why you should bob your bed. So
Yeah.
you
He did, yeah.
totally team Bob bed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, I've been Team Bob bed from the very beginning.
We don't even have a dog in the fight.
We
We're
don't
like,
have a
"Bob it."
gladiator. I was
You
like
don't
Bob
know
the bed.
Jeep.
They just look better.
Well, even back
They
in the
look
day,
better.
right? Like even on the Yoda side, it was common for these early Yoda guys to bob their
Yeah.
beds. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like a new thing, right? For
Yeah.
No, it's not.
rock collar guys, it's been around for a while. Yeah.
Thomas is just behind the times. That's all.
No, I'm just holding out and still being able to rock crawl with the best of them with the full size bed.
Yeah.
just
I know
just
sometimes when you get to that, you're like, I can't
Until I
say- it's
smash
not like I've
it,
never watched
and then we'll
that's what I was gonna say. Just
Yeah.
wait
Yeah.
till you
Cycle.
wait until you tap the side of your factory bed. And that's the other thing that people don't realize.
Fenders work. I tapped it the last couple weekends.
Oh yeah, she pivoted around to rock on the fender. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was fine. No
Yeah,
damage.
because I have the Next Venture Highline aluminum fenders. They actually
Well,
hold
that's the
them
other
pretty
thing
good.
that's the other thing that most people don't realize about the Bob bed. Like I have the steel one, they make the aluminum, but that
Sure.
bed, not even the fenders, but the bed is 3/16 thick. It's
Yeah.
essentially armor. It's essentially armor,
Okay,
right?
so maybe you
Right.
should get that. So when I drive,
Yeah. And I've gotten into mine. I've gotten into my fender flares and the bed a little bit. You're not moving it. You're not touching
No.
it. So
No,
Sure.
no, it may be something later on down the line. We're getting everything else built up pretty good first.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get a
Alright.
discount
Then
on the
if I
paint
crush
because it's
it,
less.
if I crush the bed, well, then
Yeah.
we'll figure it out
Hey,
then.
if you get it rewrapped, the wrap will be cheaper because there's less bed. to
Oh,
it.
There's less
Like I said,
material.
we might have enough for that wrap.
Yeah.
so many reasons. So many reasons.
So
I
many
know,
reasons about
man.
the
I'm
bed.
I'm
Thomas.
I'm almost sold.
All right. Let's keep it going. What else can we come up with?
I can unsell him real quick.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, first would be the axles. Then we're gonna go with rock crawler suspension
Yeah.
because I already have the rock crawler long arm on the front, so we're just gonna
Yeah.
make that into a 3-link, and then we're
Okay.
doing their new 4-link long arm rear gas tank remove.
That's cool.
Move.
Yeah. That
So
would be a nice
Patrick got
setup.
with JP. East Coast is gonna go ahead and have all the
No.
truss and mounts already
Yeah.
on it, ready for it. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
and then
it's
we're
a
just
cool
trying to
deal.
get the rest of what they need.
I heard about that, kind of that little collaboration between ECGS and Jeremy at Rock Crawler, where you can basically per set of axles all tabbed up, right, for German
Mhm.
suspension.
Yeah.
That's a pretty nice
Yeah.
setup. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just since they're still in pre-production right now,
Right.
Jeremy doesn't have his full list of
Yeah.
all the components.
Right.
He's like, "Oh, I thought I had that. Yeah, let me get that worked up for you, so
Yeah.
we can start getting that sent out." But we're gonna end up changing the arms because right now I have the steel
Yeah.
arms on the front, and I have their triangulated forelink in the rear
Okay.
for the mid arm.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go to their new aluminum arms.
The PB&J, the
Yeah,
PB&J
Yeah.
arms. Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be nice. Yeah. It's good stuff.
But be 3 link, 4 link.
Yeah.
So
Peanut butter jelly time.
and then yeah, no, right. And then we're doing ADS coils.
Okay.
So we're doing 14s front, and we're going back and forth, but we'll probably do 16s in the rear
Yeah.
also.
That's cool.
We're Patrick's got to get with
They're
getting
like
with
the short,
Motoville.
like the short 16s, right?
Probably. We're still discussing on that aspect because again, we don't mind. I don't mind cutting into the bed for the towers.
He's gonna
So
bob
Yeah.
it later anyway, so why not?
You just, if you bobbed a bed, you'd have plenty of room for 16s.
Yeah, you got
Wouldn't have-
plenty of room.
And those
there we go.
42s.
I'm glad there's another
We have room
person
for
on
14.
Team Bob Ed with us. So I appreciate
I
it.
think Jamie was definitely
Jamie's-
Yeah,
Jamie's-
Jamie was Bob Ed as well.
Hey, no,
Everyone,
I was right
I thought
behind
Patrick
him when
was.
he tapped his bed. I was right behind
Yes.
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
Did
said
you give him a
he ran
Band-Aid?
out of talent, and they gave him a Band-Aid for it.
Yeah.
I posted it on the last podcast, so like that's awesome.
Yeah, that's funny. I had never heard that ran out of talent. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we've all had that for sure.
Well,
We've all
I'll be
had
the only decked out gladiator with a full size bed until I no longer have a full size bed.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I
funny,
could help
so
him with that. So
when
you'll
I-
never know.
If you go back like to some of my pictures from probably middle of last year, I had 42s with the full bed and the half rack. It actually was, it looked good still. I mean, it was a good
Yeah.
looking thing with 42s and the full bed and half rack. It was still kind of, over. And I actually went to, was it probably? No, you know what? I went to Trail Hero like that, and then on the way home decided to bob the bed. And when I went to Winter Jam just a couple months later, I had the bed bobbed. And so
Nice.
yeah, but I
Did you
did.
have to rewrap it after that? You had to rewrap it.
That was even
after
before
the-
I hadn't
before
even
the
wrapped
wrap.
it yet. I hadn't
Okay.
even wrapped it yet. Yeah, that was when I had first. So when I went to Trail Hero on 42s and the full bed, it was the first time I had seen a motorboat bob bed in person. There was a Gobi Gladiator that ran on one of the trails with us, and so I got a chance to kind of see how it fit together, and I mean it was like a work of art, right? And so
Oh yeah.
on the way home, driving home with my wife, I said, you know what? I'm more of a rock crawler than I am an overlander. I'm like, I'm doing the top bed.
Yeah.
And so like I had an iCamper, I had that Rebel half rack, and I sold all that
You were all
stuff.
decked out.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
sold all that stuff and pretty much got the cash for the bed. Like, I mean, I was able to
That's
Okay.
awesome.
turn a lot of that stuff into some cash, and that got me probably better than halfway to getting the bed ordered. And yeah, the next big event, this was probably 24 into no 23 into 24. So like 2024 Winter Jam, I think, was the first big event with the Bob bed. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Does she like Jeeps? Like, does she wheel or does she go to all your
No,
events?
yeah, she doesn't mind it. She pretty much goes with me to all the big events, and she went to so the Rubicon in July, we did the big Jeepers Jamboree event, and so yeah, I got her to camp out there. We were camped for 4 nights, and so
Hold on, they
Okay.
told me 2.
well, we
4?
did. You can
Well,
do.
that
they've
was
got,
the-
they've got 2 trips.
Sidebar: Sylvia hates camping in a tent.
Well,
I
and
grew up like that. I ain't trying to do that shit now.
yeah, my wife's not a huge fan, but got her to go, and it was
She
fun.
loves the camp.
He said 4 days. I heard it.
It was 4 days. Yeah.
Well, that was for the
Nice.
How
jamboree,
many
though. I
people
mean,
did
we're
y'all
not.
have on the trail?
Well, so we ended up going with Aaron from Motobuilt, and they were a sponsor for the event. So we went like because I think normally you drive in on Thursday.
Mhm.
Like that's when the event starts. I think Thursday. So we got up to Rubicon Springs on Wednesday. And so we got up there essentially a day early. And so we had our group and that was pretty much it. We ran into a couple other groups, but so we got up to Rubicon Springs a day early. And that's why it was that kind of a 4 day instead 4 days camping instead of what probably normally 3. But then
Yeah, we've been
everything
telling Sylvia 2 days.
well, I think
We'll
you
be
can
able to
do
run
it.
it in
They
2
have
days.
two
We probably
options.
do it. Yeah.
They have 2 options. They have a shorter, which is I think 2 days, and then they have a 3 day.
Oh no,
I
we're
don't want to
doing the
like
3 days.
miss it. Yeah.
We're driving that far.
That's 2 nights, 3 days, 2 nights.
You
Yeah.
can't
3 days,
bob
2
your bed
nights,
between
yeah.
them because we're gonna need to sleep in the back of it.
Shut
See,
All
that's
4
why I
of us.
can't bob the bed yet.
the tent.
That's why I can't bob
But
it.
yeah,
Uh,
So
that
Sylvia, even though
event.
Stacy
Yeah, we're gonna
says
have the
that
winch
we're
through the
not
whole
bobbing the
time if you
bed,
don't bob the
it's
bed.
it's
Like in
Sylvia
2X.
that says we can't bob the bed.
no. I do. He does carry all my things.
We don't want another 2X, Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing 2X
Up the
again.
hill, winch. Down the hill, winch. Up the hill, winch.
I haven't been, so we have to.
We have to go back to Redbird.
We are
Stitch.
never ever going back to Redbird.
Yeah, like Taylor Swift. Never
We've
ever.
been
Yeah,
this
Ben,
twice.
Look up
Doing
We're
look
not
up
going back again.
look up Redbird 2X when you get a chance.
Yeah.
It is
annoying.
a badge of honor or was
It's
a
in
badge of honor.
Indiana.
It was.
It was a badge of honor
But it
trail.
is if you have a 2-door, you're perfect. If you have a 4-door on 40s,
If you have a 2-door, you
good.
can make it through in like 2 hours. With
A
a 4-door
Gladiator?
and with a Gladiator,
You
it
need-
took us 8.5 hours to
Even
get
with
through
the
that trail.
bob bed.
I feel like
There
it'd been
was-
better with a bob bed, but still not as good as
It
the
was
2-door.
me and 2
Well, no, the
gladiators. and
wheelbase
one
is
of
what
their
did it.
winches and
Yeah.
one of their winches didn't work. So we
Yeah,
were on
their
there
winch
for
broke,
6
like,
Yeah, John's
on
winch
the
was
straight.
second
It was
hill.
horrible.
the plug was messed up. So I literally was sitting on his bumper
Holding it.
in so it would work.
So we didn't
I
want to
hated
go
all
back the
y'all.
second time, and then somebody else scheduled us a trip up there the second time, and then
I didn't go.
we went
She was working.
down like the first big obstacle, like up and down the first big obstacle. The YJ took off up the hill onto the second obstacle, snapped his U-joint in the front drive shaft, and then it was another 2 hours
2 hours.
getting him back down the hill and back out of the trail.
I knew better. I just
and
went down the
so-
giant hill and waited. I'm like, I'll wait here. If y'all get
We
back,
just sat there
then
for
I'll
like
come.
2.5 hours while people were up there
I'm
getting them
coming.
out, and then we got out. He worked on his drive shaft for a couple hours,
Wow.
and we took off. I'm like, okay,
We
We're
told
not
y'all
going
not
back
to
to
do
Redbird.
2X. Y'all didn't listen.
we're not
I
going
I thought
back
I was
to
going to have to go
Redbird
out there and help
ever.
him.
It's because I got bullied. They made me feel bad that I didn't want to go.
Bullied.
Yeah,
No, it's
she got
called peer
bullied into
They
pressure.
going back to
did.
Redbird.
They're like,
But
we
Sylvia
can
is
have our
that
easily
day.
time,
was
listen,
persuaded.
that time sealed the deal. Like, we're not going again.
You know what? I'll ride with you, but I'm not driving it. I don't need to do that no more.
You still have to do the work if you're in it, so you might as well drive it. You can make it. Is everybody
We'll
else
take the TJ. We'll take the TJ. I'm
There you
too
go.
tall. I'm too tall because they
Yeah, the
have that
branch. It's
that tree that hangs across.
So you
Even
take
with
the
my
2J
mini-
and I take the JK and we'll be fine. We'll get right
Yeah, I'm
through
too
it.
tall. I'm way too tall.
yeah. There was one tree that where literally Sylvia and John were pushing on my Gladiator, so I didn't literally run the whole
Yeah.
cab down the tree.
I was
Yeah.
traumatized. That trail traumatized me.
Nothing like out west, I'm sure. You don't have any
Yeah.
trees to worry about that out there.
Trees. What are those?
Yeah, look, there's no trees.
No,
It
there's
doesn't
no
matter how
trees.
tall I am. I won't crack my roof on everything.
And then sinking in mud holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of
Yeah,
that.
I got stuck in a mud hole.
So what's your favorite, where's your favorite park or favorite trail that you've ever have you ever been East Coast wheeling?
No,
You
the
haven't been
furthest.
like Pennsylvania or anywhere?
No, never.
Oh,
Road trip.
you have to.
Wow.
Well, now
Yeah.
that we have a trucking trailer, I do want to get out east. So
Yeah.
I've done
Definitely.
Well,
some
hit
of
us
the
up if you come out here. Like, we'll
Yeah,
show
for
you some
sure.
stuff.
Yeah.
like I've done some of the GAC stuff, and they put on great events. And so
We're
my
doing that at
hope
the end of the month.
we get out to some of the GAC events out east this next
You
year.
have 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, Windrock. Come play with us. Great American Crawls at Windrock. We're going to be there 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We even got an extra place free to stay a bit.
She's like, you drive it, you sleep in my bunk.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got room. We got in our nice motorhome. It's great.
Yeah.
No bears.
And
they got
we got a hotel that's about 15 minutes from the park. So
we're not
Yeah.
joking. If you really want to come on. Yeah, bring your
we got
wife
space.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll
or
see.
your dog. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Well, big thing
You'd
too,
love
though.
Windrock.
If you've never been to S'more, that would be a good meet in
Yeah.
Missouri.
Oh yeah.
Course,
Yeah.
nice.
We had a lot of fun at S'more.
That was a great time out at Southern Missouri Off-Road Ranch.
Yeah.
Stacy just said that should be in every memorial trip,
I
at
would do
least for
that.
the next couple of years.
I'm
Yeah.
I
down.
would do that. Anyway, I'm sorry, we digress. What's your favorite park?
Favorite trail, favorite park.
Squirrels.
I don't know. I think probably Sand Hollow. I mean, although I did love the Rubicon, just the views and that, and I'm looking forward to getting back out there next year. But it's tough to beat Sand Hollow. Like just the amount of trails that are in like this kind of fairly small area. And the very cool thing is that like you can rent a real nice Airbnb and you can be from your Airbnb to the trail in 20 minutes, maybe 15.
Nice.
And so it's the type of deal where like you can go onto the mountain, run a trail, go back to your Airbnb, relax, grab some lunch, and then go back out, after lunch. Like it's that convenient.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
And so yeah, I mean it's tough to beat Sand Hollow. And Moab is good too, but like Moab is very distributed, right? Like there's trails in all directions from town. And so it can take some time to get out to the different trails, but Sand Hollow, it's like Disneyland for Jeeps.
So is that in the resort part of Sand Hollow where you have to like go get like a ticket or whatever, or is that is Sand Hollow like its own thing? Maybe you can explain it.
Yeah, so Trail Hero, up until this last year, they do have Sand Hollow is kind of this park with a little lake reservoir, that they've created. And so it used to be that the event was held within Sand Hollow Park, right, where the lake was and all that. And as part of like your Trail Hero fees, you were kind of paying for the park access to get into the park for the event. And yeah, I guess they couldn't come to an agreement, and so there are other ways. So there's kind of a back way to get onto what they call Sand Mountain, where all the trails are. And so for Trail Hero this year, it wasn't at the park. They actually kind of kicked things off at the fairgrounds, which is probably 10 minutes away. And so yeah, all of the trails went into Sand Mountain through kind of the back way, or you'll hear people call it kind of the water tanks, big staging area that.
So that's like public access, and the other way is a private park. Okay.
Correct. Yeah. But from that private area, you've probably seen videos of the tunnel. The tunnel is what takes you from Sand Hollow, the park, into like the Sand Mountain kind of recreation area where all the trails are.
Gotcha.
But this last year, you didn't have to even go through there. Pretty much all the staging happened at what they call the water tanks. And so, and that's the same way that Winter Jam has done their event. So like all the staging for the Winter Jam event happened at the fairgrounds. And then you just kind of convoy out to Sand Mountain for the trails. And so Trail Hero was kind of run like Winter Jam has been traditionally. But yeah, I mean it's a great area. Nice. And you're not plenty of good restaurants, like especially like St. George. If you spend all day on the trail and want to get back to your Airbnb, clean up, and nice restaurants and that if you want to grab a bite to eat after. And so yeah, it's a good spot, no question. Yeah.
So it's basically kind of set up like the way Daniel Boone Backcountry area is with
that's
Hollywood.
What I was thinking.
Because
that's what
Hollywood is an actual park. You have to pay. It's not. I think it's like what, $20 or whatever to do the
$100 a year. I just buy a year.
But but if you're in the Daniel Boone area, all of a sudden you could end up in Hollywood Park, not realizing you're in Hollywood Park. So there's a lot of offshoots where it's literally
together.
it's all open. It's not fenced in or anything.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing in 27, we do the Rubicon, then we come to Sand Hollow, and then we hit Moab maybe a day or so. I mean,
I mean, I don't really care. I figure that we're gonna have to go back there every year to get
I
everything.
feel like we're
so-
running out of time because every time that we talk about going to there in 2027, we add on more stuff. Like what
I
I'm
told
hearing
you it's gonna
is
be it's gonna turn into a
Rubicon,
30-day
Moab,
trip.
Sand Hollow, this, like,
The
okay, so
thing
it's
is
like a
Moab
section.
though, like Moab is just like legendary trails, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire, Moab Rim, Pritchett, like
Mhm.
you gotta
We'll
get
have
out
to
there.
hit those key
Yeah.
trails that are the
Hell's
most
Revenge and
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cliffhanger and all those.
No
Oh, yeah.
sleep.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's gonna be no in
We pretty
between
much
those
drive
rest,
out there.
those
We
rest
can't
days.
sleep for like 2 weeks. We just wheel the whole time. And then
Yeah.
I could sleep while he's wheeling. I'm good.
She has
That is true.
I'll be
We've seen that.
literally.
But
has fallen
when's
asleep.
he gonna sleep, Stacy?
He don't need
He
sleep.
can
He's
sleep
fine.
while I drive. It's fine. Well, maybe not.
I did
but-
21 and a half years in the Army. Who needs sleep?
Yeah.
I sleep while I'm
But
driving.
when you're on cliffhanger and you're falling asleep and you just hang a left and then you just end up, thousands
We'll
of
stay
feet down this
asleep.
cliff.
It'll be
and-
fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It won't
Yeah,
matter
he'll be
at that
fine.
point.
You'll just stay asleep.
Y'all might have
Okay.
a traumatic ending, but we'll be fine.
We'll be okay.
Wow.
We won't remember a thing.
Well, if I see that, I'm gonna go ahead and
I
stop.
feel like you might wake up like halfway down, like, wait, what's happening? And oh no, we're just streaming.
It's too late, then it's fine.
Once you get the end, you're still just streaming. It's fine.
Well,
I'll just go back to sleep.
we'll be on coilovers. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
a steep-
Just bounce. Make sure that
Yeah.
roll cage.
Yeah, the roll cage will come in key there.
And
I
the
do need
seatbelt.
my roll cage. I just want that thing.
Make sure you have a
I
good
can put
welder
those-
to yeah.
You're the good
Make
welder.
sure we have the
What are you
grinder
talking
in
about?
the Jeep.
You're
to
the
cut
welder.
ourselves out.
You're the welder, Dustin. You're
we
the
got
welder.
Patrick and Scotty, so I think
Don't
we'll
kill
be fine.
us.
We'll be fine.
Don't
be
kill
fine.
us.
I remember when I was racing
Sometimes-
dirt track
sometimes
cars
I'm
and
the welder, which is what's frightening.
the-
and sometimes it's me.
like the street stock class, you had to have like a roll cage, but then people didn't want to pay money for actual tubing, so they were getting an exhaust pipe and making their roll cage out of exhaust pipe, which is like,
Nothing.
1/8 inch
And-
thick, and they wouldn't hold up at all.
No.
But it was cheap tubing, but it wasn't going to save
for
you
looks,
anything.
that's it.
They were just doing it so they could get into the next class up with the bigger engines. But yeah,
Yeah,
Just
definitely
don't
not.
roll. You'll be fine.
yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely not.
we're fine.
Just don't plan
Oh
on
my
rolling.
goodness.
Do you see the canyons in the background? We're talking about rolling off the top of these all the way down to the bottom.
You ain't living regardless.
You can't
Well, what
have
roll
exhaust
cage you
tubing
have
for your
in
roll
there?
cage.
So we're gonna be doing a unibody tube to hold everybody
Yeah.
in place.
What you need
And then
is
when
an
you start
ejection
rolling-
seat with a parachute. You start rolling, you pull
start-
the ejecto
Oh
cedo
my
cuz, and then you end up with a parachute and you just float down to the bottom.
Unless
Now,
your
see what
timing's
happened. The whole
wrong.
cabin's gonna fill up with spray foam, and you'll be good.
Oh,
We'll be
How
able
do
to
you
breathe.
breathe?
That's fine.
Packing
how do you
peanuts.
breathe if the whole cabin fills
Packing
with spray foam?
peanuts. Packing peanuts and spray foam.
Dustin,
Okay.
what if your
What are we
timing is wrong
talking
when you hit
about?
the eject and you're on your hood whenever you hit eject and then you slam into the rock? That's
I mean,
worse.
that's your own fault. If you're on your roof and you hit
We're gonna get
eject,
some
then
really crazy text
Yeah.
messages, people.
Are we getting crazy text
We're-
messages
we're sorry.
already?
We are
people.
going to when this airs.
yeah.
What are y'all
What?
even talking about? I don't know. Ben got us on a tangent. And we can't get back on
Yeah.
track.
We're sorry, Ben. Everybody focus in, people.
Reel it
It's
back.
daylight saving time. It screwed me up. I'm
Yeah,
tired.
that is true.
We're delirious.
It's 9:30 at our house right now.
Technically,
It's not
But yes.
9:30. Technically, it's not.
Yeah.
The
It's only
government says it's
8:30 now.
8:30,
yeah, but we know it's 9:30.
but no one trusts the government.
We know they're lying.
Oh my gosh.
They're lying.
So, do you have any big events or something going on towards the end of this year, or to close out the rest of this year?
Winter.
Yeah, well, there was an event this past weekend that I was planning to go to in Nevada, just north of Vegas. There's a kind of an area called Logandale, kind of Logandale Trail Systems, and they have an event out there. One of the local groups called Hump and Bump, and I
I
was
like it.
yeah, I was planning on going out there, but then with kind of I don't know, I guess I got the Gladiator kind of tacked back together, but I don't know if I trust it. And so
Okay.
I'm not sure if I get it on anything too serious until after I kind of redo the suspension
Yeah.
and that. But, I guess my hope is that the Gladiators kind of done new suspension, ORIs for Winter Jam. That'd be kind of the next big event for me. And then
Is that
When is Winter
January?
Jam?
January, yeah. Yeah,
What's
so
what's the reason you want to go with ORIs versus like regular coilovers?
I'm just intrigued by them. It's just different.
Have you
They
seen
are
some of the
interesting.
videos on them, Dustin? Because
Yeah.
I can't remember the guy's name, but I don't know if he actually works for ORI or if he does a lot of builds, and he swears by ORIs.
Yeah.
Just
A
the
lot of, I mean,
packaging.
a lot of people love them.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
rock crawling, if you're just doing straight rock crawling, from what I've seen, ORIs are the way to go.
yeah, and I'm not a go fast guy. I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm purely kind of
We don't have any go fast guy stuff out here anyway. It's pretty
well
much.
out here, I mean,
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got all kinds.
SoCal, yeah, there's a lot of kind of that pre-runner stuff and but yeah, I've never been I guess I got that out of my system when I had the Razor, so
Right.
but now I enjoy kind of the more technical rock crawling stuff. So for that, the ORIs are, they do really well with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They're probably more predictable than like a coilover, right?
Yeah.
They don't tend to unload like coilovers do when
Right.
you're finding some things. And and so I think if everything works out, the LJ and the Gladiator will be on ORIs hopefully by the middle of next year. So
Nice.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah. That's
No.
awesome.
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, we're planning to have my stuff done by March.
Okay.
We're gonna start in January. It's gonna be a
I
good
feel like you got your
60
plans
days.
are even bigger than mine. I mean, you've got axles, big suspension, like you've got a lot on your
Yeah.
plate, maybe even more so than I do.
Yeah, well, that's his build, and then his crap's going on mine.
So then we're putting my Rubicon axles on her JK.
Okay.
And then we're doing rock crawler long arm
Good.
setup on hers also.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah. That'll be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're getting both of them built up
I
pretty
gotta
good.
Yeah.
keep up
Well,
with y'all somehow.
yeah, I know, right? The overall final checklist is the 426 engine motor swap.
And it's funny you say that. So I had a decision to make. So when I got the LJ early this year, I was going to send my truck to America's Most Wanted
Yeah.
and get their 505 in it.
Yeah.
And I thought, do I do that or do I, get another project, and I really wanted something to tinker on. And so, sending the Gladiator out to get the swap would have been cool, but doesn't kind of solve this, I'm jonesing to work on
Do
something.
something.
Yeah. Doesn't scratch the itch.
And so I basically took that money that would have paid for that swap and, not only bought the LJ, but I've got a ton of parts for it,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so,
Right.
but yeah,
Well, just run that engine till your lifter
Well,
starts
that's
making
the
noise,
plan.
and then
Yeah.
then just get it.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what
Don't say that. The lifters go pretty quick. Mine at 90,000 miles went, so I've already had to replace the cam lifters.
oh,
rockers.
did you? Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually
last year.
it was so we did my rock crawler lift March last year.
Okay.
And that's about the same time that the lifters and rockers went. So that got changed out at the same time the lift was getting done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then
Yeah,
now
no,
I'm
I guess I don't.
130.
Once the LJ's done, I could see the Gladiator still going to America's Most Wanted. Maybe not this next year, maybe 27. You know.
Yeah.
That's about what my plan is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the end of 26, first of
Yeah.
27 is the plan.
Maybe we can
Before
get a 2-for-1
we head
deal.
west.
Maybe
Oh,
we
there
can
you
get a
go.
2-for-1 deal.
Yeah. Do it at the same time.
Yeah, hey, that would be cool.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's get a 5-for-1 deal. We can all get
No, I
427s.
want an LS. I don't want a Hemi. I want an LS. Sorry. I know it's more work.
So
I
you
don't
got
care.
two LSs to do, Dustin.
If we
Yeah.
can get a deal though,
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at her face.
you can do
That's
the
the
you can do
face
the LJ, I
I
can
make
do
when
the
she talks
TJ.
about my lights.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I smelled something bad. Smelled like a Hemi.
Yeah, like when Sylvia talks about when Stacy, oh, that was so funny. So at Invasion, side story. At Invasion, Sylvia got the
Knuckle lights.
The knuckle
Gatekeeper, which
lights.
I love. Gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Knuckle
Gatekeeper
light.
off road, the knuckle
Stacy
lights,
went
the
like,
fog
There's
lights.
nothing wrong with Gatekeeper.
I know.
I didn't
so
say.
so Sylvia got them, and about 2 or 3 other of our friends also got them. And
Yeah.
Sylvia said, "Hey Thomas, are you gonna go get those knuckle lights?" And then the look that Stacy gave her, she's like,
Yeah.
I forgot
No.
how dynamic.
You ignored
It-
her,
Well,
and
I
she
didn't
asked
hear.
me, and I
I
was
didn't
It
like,
looked
hear.
like
"Oh,
she
why
held
would
a
we do
baby's
that?"
diaper full of shit up and just sniffed it, and it's just like,
She was like,
Well, did you see that?
no,
So you
we
mentioned
would
like
never
doing an
put that junk
LS.
on our Jeep.
You mentioned doing like an
forgot.
LS in a Jeep and like a JL or a JT. There's I don't know if you've looked at Bruiser conversions.
Yeah.
They're taking an LS. I think they do a 6.6 liter LS engine, like latest generation engine.
Yeah.
All Mopar sensors on it. And
Hmm.
they do some other things to make it work, but they basically
Yeah.
control a GM LS engine. Well, it's probably more an LT now, kind of the newer
Yeah,
generation.
it's a LT. Yeah.
An LT engine with all the, essentially what Mopar, or
Mopar, yeah, like
yeah, and
controllers.
sensors and
Yeah.
everything. I saw something
And
on that.
it's stupid expensive though.
It's
Well,
probably easier. It'll be fine.
I mean, I don't think I'm
Mine's
looking
gonna
at
be
it right
easier
now
than
and like
yours.
it's really right in line with what America's Most
I was
Wanted.
gonna say, I'm
Is
sure
it
it's the
really?
same.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
I
we
mean,
know
I
people
watched
that
the
build
video
them.
a couple years ago when they first did the first one. They're still coming out with the programs and the sensors and all that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there's a lot
they
of
were talking
piggyback,
about it,
or
but
was a lot of piggyback for it
yeah.
to make it work.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Maybe
Maybe
I'll have the
they'll-
LS. So
Maybe they'll need like a trial person.
Yeah.
You already miss out on that.
So I watched
You're
so
about-
I need
many
another
videos.
one.
You're about 4 or 5 years too late on that.
They just haven't met me yet. It's fine. But I'll be watching videos, and I hate sound on video, so I never watch unless it's like a hill that I'm like, ooh, that looks rowdy, and then I have to turn it up to hear if they have a V8 or not. Because if not, I'm like, well, I'm going too. Like we're going there, and I'm doing that, and I'll be like, damn it, they obviously have a V8, so I can't do it until I have a bigger engine because my Jeep will be like, no thank
Well,
you.
you also don't have the axles to support the bigger engine.
They're in the garage. We're also
you just gotta finish them, Dustin.
we're also team
are you waiting on,
junkyard
Dustin?
tons. Money about $8,000. I think we're $6,000 to $8,000. We're real close.
Yeah.
But I also
Or-
bought a motorhome and a
If anyone
haul
wants to donate
trailer.
money towards those axles,
Yeah.
hit me up.
I spent axle money in like the last 4 weeks. So my envelope is starting to get filled back up. It'll be fine.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. My envelope will be
actually-
full tomorrow.
I actually had him make me an envelope
And
and
then empty
break
it
down
again.
every part so that way I know exactly
Also-
like how much every part is.
I spent all night tonight replacing the axle seal again after I put the factory axle shaft back in. Her
Still,
Dana 44 is done in the front. It's 100% bent.
No, it's not. That doesn't make any sense.
It has to.
oh,
be.
it makes perfect sense.
The way you drive it and hit it. Ma'am,
It's
Yeah.
trust.
you
Have you
know
seen
I
the way
didn't.
you drive
like
it?
I pivot Jeeps. Look
No.
at her face.
But
Yeah.
I did have death wobble yesterday, and it's because in that one video in Alabama where I hit my tie rod incredibly hard, it must have backed out my jam nut because I was shaking
She
like a
was
leaf
climbing up on the
that
rock,
one
slipped, fell down, bam, right on the tie rod.
hard.
She, whenever we got the flat tire yesterday, she was when we took off on the interstate. She got the little steering wheel wobble. Like, what is that? We got home. The tie rod was flipped. The steering stabilizer was all the way underneath
My
the
Oh
steering
thing. I was like,
stabilizer
yeah,
is for
your
The
looks
tie rod's
anyway.
stabilizer's
loose.
worthless. It's just
The
a
Take it off.
stabilizer's worthless, but
it's a
like that's how
paperweight
I
right
knew
now.
because normally it's up top, and we got home and it was all the way flipped underneath under on the bottom side of the tie rod. I was like, okay, your tie
I have
rod's loose, so
I
I
have
cranked it
I
back
have
down,
bent
tightened the jam nuts again.
I have bent that steering stabilizer so much that it doesn't even have any fluid in it. Like
No,
I've bent
it's
it and unbent it. It's
Your
literally
rod's
it
like
does
this.
We
nothing.
bent
It's funny.
it, took it off, straightened it, bent it again,
got
straightened it
right on.
again,
Straighten
bent
it,
it the
bend
third
it,
time. We
straighten
couldn't get it perfectly straight. And I was like, yeah, it's done.
Just
It's
leave it
just
on there.
leaking
It's
all
but
the
fine.
still
fluid out.
connected. It works a little bit.
I just don't tell the Jeep. I don't tell them. It's like placebo.
You
It's a
don't need a
placebo.
steering stabilizer anyway. Really.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
It's
my
all
gosh.
fun. It's all fun.
All right. Anything
Yeah.
else?
Oh my
I think
goodness.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
No.
We-
Next week we
yeah, we
have
ha-
the event.
Unless
That's
Ben
it.
has anything else to add.
Just I guess the last thing, SEMA. I'm going to SEMA next week.
Oh yeah,
shit,
that's
yeah.
right.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
geez. That all right, we got another
That's
Oh, we
hour.
got
awesome.
another half
We got
hour.
another hour.
All right.
So real quick, I went to some little Jeep get together 2 weeks ago maybe, and a buddy of mine said, "Oh, we're going to SEMA." I'm like, he's got a Instagram, Roam to the Unknown. His name's Kenny and Mandy, but they got a real nice JLU. But he's like, yeah, we're going. He's like, we got media credentials. He's like, just using kind of our Instagram page. And so I'm
Okay.
like, I'm gonna give
Good
this a
plan.
shot. So I
Heck yeah.
registered for media credentials and I used, kind of my Instagram page and that content and it got approved. And so I got
Nice.
and so I
That's
got
awesome.
media credentials and kind of last minute I just got it approved like last week
That's
and
so awesome.
We
ended
need
up
to try that next year.
So what do
yeah.
you have to do? What do you have to do? Like if they give you the media credentials, well, because I know that that's what Light Bright
You guys,
does with a lot of things. Is
yeah,
they if
you guys would be a no-brainer with the YouTube channel. Like that's all they're looking for, right? And you basically go grab content. You could do kind of
Yeah.
a YouTube video on, SEMA coverage and, kind of what you saw. And
oh, that's awesome.
that's all they're
Yeah,
looking for. It's
you
just
have to tell us
Okay.
how it works out. Yeah.
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 So no, that's next week, and I think we're leaving
Awesome.
Wednesday. So we're only going for a couple days, but yeah, we're
But
looking
still,
forward to it.
yeah,
Should
that's
be
nice.
fun.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
That's
Exciting.
awesome.
keep an eye out on the Instagram page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, heck
Absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a bunch of photos.
Yeah, we'll definitely post your channel and Instagram because I know you
Mhm.
mainly focus on Instagram, right?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I really. So the other thing, right, beyond the Jeep, like I'm big into photography, so I really enjoy being on the trail.
Oh yeah,
grabbing
some of those
shots and-
pictures that you took of
Your
Jamie's
pictures
were
are
amazing.
good.
Yeah,
your
Mhm.
pictures are
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the other piece is the photography.
You don't have to fight with limbs off of trees.
Stacy's our
All the
photographer.
wide
when
open
we,
spaces to take pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so for that
I've usually
reason,
got a limb over one leg, holding it down, trying to push this way and take a picture at the
and
same
straddle a creek.
Yeah. But no, so the photography thing is fun too. So it's like the Jeeps and the photography. It's like it's kind of two passions that come together on the trail.
I
So
love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
so
Love it. Love it.
Very cool.
Oh crap! I was gonna say. So he's at SEMA, and then we have meet and greet this Friday. I'll be
Yeah.
on the trail Friday.
You'll be
come
there,
Saturday.
and we'll see y'all Friday night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
then the following week we're doing the Turkey Bay thing with Fig
On
for the
Sunday.
cross
On Sunday.
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 And then the following weekend we've got the Great American Crawl in Wind Rock, which that'll be our first Great American Crawl. So we're hoping that
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
it's going to be interesting. And
Yeah.
we're basically Friday, Saturday, and then doing our own thing Sunday or branching off
Just don't care what we
doing
do.
our own thing, whatever. But yeah, that's going to be for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, busy
Wait,
November.
and then it's on the birthday party.
We got to get it all in before
We
Thomas
have the
starts
event.
doing all of his.
And then
sneak
December,
stuff.
Thomas is dropping his Jeep off and
We'll see it in
tearing it down
March.
for the next 4 months.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
But remember, next Thursday we have the event. So
Yeah.
the birthday
Okay.
party celebration.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ben, if you're free.
Yeah.
It's fine. You'll have.
And
I'll have
it's
time
probably
to get
only
your
like
list.
a 20-hour drive to Kentucky.
Yeah.
Well, he could rest there for a couple days on his way to Windrock.
Yeah,
That's
you
true.
could.
He works from home anyways. It's fine.
Hey,
That's
we got
true.
a guest room if you need a place to stay.
Yeah, as long as
I'm
I got
in the guest
Wi-Fi,
room
I'm
right
good.
now.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got plenty of
So
Wi-Fi.
do you whenever you travel and do your work, do you use the what's the one, the Starlink? Do you ever use any of that
We
like
have
out?
Starlink. Yeah, no, we
Yeah?
have Starlink. Yeah. Yeah, we use it like
We're
when we're
thinking
in
of
the Rubicon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
We're
I
thinking
mean,
of
I
getting
don't
that.
I mean, I don't use it. It's more just for emergencies, is what I use it,
Uh-huh.
right? But it does work
Right.
well. It does work really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stacy and I've talked about it with the number of off-road trips and stuff that we do because we try to
That
go
has
somewhere
no
at least once or
cellular.
twice a month. Or
When
Yeah, I
you
mean,
have
half
a
the places-
22-year-old that wrecks cars weeks at a time.
Half the places we
you know.
stay don't have any cell service at all, so
Mm,
maybe worth it to just have.
Do it.
Or at least one of us to have it.
yeah,
Right.
so
That way Dustin can work while I drive. Be
right,
great.
sure, right. So, well, Ben, thanks for joining us and
Yeah,
hanging
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
It was
thanks for
great.
coming
It
on.
was nice to
That was
meet
awesome.
you.
Yeah, it was good
Yeah.
meeting all for sure.
Yeah, we'll definitely do it again, and then we'll keep an eye out on your SEMA stuff on how that goes.
Yeah.
Keep us updated, and yeah,
Hopefully we can hook up and wheel sometime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come out
definitely.
west. Come
Yes.
come experience some of the rocks out west. No
I'm
mud.
so excited. I'm so excited.
we are so lucky. Well, when we first started, mud didn't bother us until mud bothered us.
So we went to PA and then mud
Yeah.
bothered us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's like
But
the
yeah.
better you get at wheeling, the less you like mud.
Right.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
yes.
This takes no skill at
Yes.
all.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
was
absolutely. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, same time we'll be talking about next time we see you, we'll be talking about the meet and greet ride. We'll be coming right off of that.
Yeah, very
Yes,
cool.
we will.
So, yep.
Sweet.
I can't
So
I can't wait to see the Bob to bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, hopefully he doesn't hit it this weekend.
Let me drive. I can fix that.
I can bring a hammer.
I mean, I can back
There you
into you. I can always back into you.
Money only goes so far, guys.
I mean that Black Friday deal, 20-30%
Yeah.
Bob
20,
bed.
30% off. That's a good deal.
Yeah, that's a great deal. There's no better
You know,
Yeah,
time.
a
the
lot of-
cage.
It's
Shock
off
tower,
everything,
You
Right.
already
right?
you already have the cage, don't you, at
Not
your house?
yet.
I thought you
Not
already
yet.
ordered that.
No.
You ordered
No,
it
it's the
at
bumper that I
Invasion,
have.
didn't you? Oh.
No.
The bumper I ordered. They
I
were
thought you
trying to
ordered
sell me
the
the
I thought
cage
you
in
ordered the cage in
Invasion.
Invasion as well.
They tried to sell me the
Okay.
cage in Invasion, and I was like, no, we're going to wait on that one.
Patrick
card
changed
was
his
hot.
mind.
Well, Patrick, go ahead and get the cage and the Bob bed coming. They'll figure out the money later. It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Just send them an invoice.
It's only money, right?
Exactly. It's only money. You can't take it with you.
Yeah.
And we're not
You're not
leaving
gonna
it
take
for
it
our
with you.
kids. Thanks,
Yeah.
everybody. Y'all have a good
All
night.
right.
Lights
Thank you,
Later.
Ron. We'll talk later.
Later.
Like and subscribe.